All right. Are you ready? Let's begin. As you sit here,
You may notice
allowing your body to find its place.
multiple voice tracks
Allowing your body.
moving at different
You may begin to
speeds.
notice how the sound of words can sometimes be to find its place.
At different
Less important than
levels.
sound of words. The spaces between
I do
them.
this to sharpen concentration
And
as a tool for focusing,
in this meditation,
as a way of sculpting
I will be guiding you
my own
through a conversation
neurons
between
in a way.
Dr. Tara Swart, neuroscientist,
To develop
psychiatrist,
the skill of paying attention to
and author,
more than one
Dr.
thing
Tara Swart, and Stephen Bartlett,
at a time.
the host of the Diary of a CEO podcast,
And so I offer this
where together
to you to explore.
they explored the role
What do these multiple tracks
that neurons play
create in you? Doesn't it feel nice
in perceiving
to just
and
slow
creating
down?
reality?
We usually have so many things going on all the time around us, inside us. Sometimes it can feel almost
You don't need to focus.
a little annoying
You don't need to try.
to have to wait.
Even if your mind drifts.
Although
Even if your mind drifts.
the longer you sit
Even if you sleep.
in that silence,
Your neurons will still register all that you hear
between
and much more.
those spaces.
So now, as you breathe,
And maybe you can imagine your brain in this moment
settle into this moment.
as a vast colony of
Perhaps you can notice
billions of neurons
how healthy it is.
living
Simply
lightning, each contributing
spirit.
to balance and regulation within you.
The experience you are.
And perhaps your usual waking experience includes a lot of beta range activity, a state of readiness, alertness, constant possibility for action.
I
Over
wanted
time,
to share with you
that can be draining on your energy reserves.
something precious.
You might imagine resonance in the upper beta You might be.
Perhaps you can imagine.
Curious to feel how it feels to drift downward
Who dares to speak
from the high 20s
in wonder.
of bed.
Dr. Tara Swart. Perhaps you can imagine listening to a scientist sitting with Stephen Bartlett, who dares to speak in wonder, leaned forward and said, Dr. Tara Swart, we don't. Sitting with Stephen Bartlett, just have 5, leaned forward and said, senses. We don't just have 5 senses. We have more than 30. Not only sight, not only sound, sight, smell, taste, touch, sound, smell, but balance, taste, hunger, touch, thirst, the sense of time, but balance, of pressure, hunger, of oxygen in the blood, thirst, even subtler ones, the sense of time, intuition, presence of pressure, deja vu, of oxygen in the blood, even subtler ones. And you might notice what happens in your body, intuition, as you hear that presence. 30 or more ways, deja vu, your body perceives reality. Each one, and a thread you might in the tapestry of your being. Notice what happens in your body. She explained how grief, as you hear that, trauma, and love can heighten or numb these senses. 30 or more ways your body perceives how, after her husband's death, reality, the world seemed different. Each one, a thread, sharper, stranger, sometimes unbearable in the tapestry of your being, and how new doors of awareness she explained seemed to open. Trauma and love. You may already sense the truth in this. That what you experience as reality is the weaving of countless signals. Some you might know of, many you do not. Most of them flowing beneath the surface of awareness. 30 senses? That can't be right. If I only notice 5, what good are the rest? His question echoed a doubt many of us carry. If I'm not aware of it, how can it help me? He pressed again. Aren't these just subdivisions of the 5 senses we already know? Do they really matter for my life? Dr. Swart nodded. Yes, they are subdivisions, but not only that. They are also signals of balance. These hidden senses are how your body regulates, how spirit weaves itself into survival. Whether you notice them or not, they are supporting you. His words were not unkind. They were steady, protective, the mind's way of guarding the self from ungrounded claims. He wanted to be sure. He wanted a reason to believe. And maybe you recognize that part in yourself. The part that wants evidence before wonder. The part that needs to touch. The doorframe before opening the door. And now I want to share something. Do you believe? Even more precious with you. That everything you feel. A question I once asked my beautiful partner. Everything you see. Everything you think. Do you believe that everything you feel is generated everything you think, your neurons, is generated by your neurons? And with that question, I remembered. And with that question, I remembered a poem I had written. A poem I had written. Before I knew what it truly meant. There is a power within you. There is a power within you. There is a power within you, and you are using it right now. There is a power within you. You cannot help but use it now. You are using it right now. It is the power of transformation. You cannot help waves of light, but use it now. Ripples of sound. You transform them in your mind. You transform them in your mind. In your heart. The words you speak. The words you hear. You transform them into something that feels so real. What is real? It is your creation. It is your creation. The power to transform. That is what you are. Perhaps you can imagine now an iceberg floating in the ocean. Above the surface, the tip. Above the surface, the conscious mind. The tip. That's where Stephen's question lives. Above the surface, the conscious mind. If I can only sense 5 senses, that's where Stephen's question lives. What good are the rest? If I can only sense 5 senses, but below the surface lies the vast body of the iceberg. What good, the unconscious, are the rest? The hidden senses. But below the surface, the neuronal networks that evolved of the iceberg for millions of years. The unconscious. Colonies of living cells, the neuronal cooperating that evolved and sharing for millions of years. For mutual benefit of
colonies
the whole.
of living cells.
And all of it floats in the ocean. The field of spirit.
The water and the ice
The water and the ice
are made
of the same elements,
only in different form.
only in different form.
Much of what sustains you lives
Much of what sustains you lives
above
below,
and beyond awareness.
above, and beyond awareness.
Your heart keeps
Your heart keeps beating. Your lungs expand and contract.
Your cells repair themselves, contract.
Your cells repair themselves. Your immune system scans for danger.
Your cells repair themselves.
Homeostasis,
Visible. Balancing your immune system.
self-regulation. Life's invisible balancing act.
By neurons. Self-regulation. Transforming signals.
And all of it
Life's invisible
is guided by neurons.
weaving harmony.
Transforming signals
Without you ever and all of it noticing. It is guided.
weaving harmony. Without you ever noticing.
When you ask, weaving harmony. Are these hidden senses?
So,
Without you ever noticing,
when you ask,
the answer is
what good are these hidden senses if I don't notice them?
when you ask.
The answer is,
They are what good oceans are.
they are keeping you alive.
Senses if I don't notice them. The answer is
They are guiding you through oceans
they
of
are the
complexity.
record of survival written into your DNA. They are guiding you.
They are the record of survival written
Successful
into your DNA.
each sequence. They
Each
are
strand,
the record of survival.
a library of successful adaptations.
Your DNA when the conscious mind does not.
Each sequence, a memory of what worked.
Successful adaptation.
And when the conscious mind does not
Acknowledges
override the body,
a memory of what worked.
when the tip of the iceberg
Conscious
acknowledges its submerged body, when the body resonates with the water of spirit,
successful body adaptation.
then you trust that molecular memory of successful adaptation.
Then you trust
You trust the unknown living stream
successful adaptation.
that trust the unknown of transformation stream escape through your neurons, maintaining balance. So maybe in ways that escape you, useless at all. So maybe the hidden senses are not useless at all. Maybe they are the invisible roots of the trees are not useless at all. The submerged body of the iceberg. Maybe they are the invisible roots. The unseen processes that sustain the scene. The submerged body of the iceberg. And maybe your task the unseen is not to control them, but to trust them. To glimpse the vastness is not below. To let awareness expand just enough to remember, but to glimpse the vastness below the surface. To let awareness expand and life itself. To remember that you are more than what you notice. That life itself is carrying you, breathing you, balancing you. And now, perhaps you might feel your energy being stretched upward like taffy. Perhaps you can remember that this meditation was inspired by Dr. Tara Swartz's conversation with Stephen Bartlett on the Diary of a CEO podcast, reminding us that beyond the five senses we notice, countless hidden senses guide us toward balance